But we are back home now, so I'm gonna do a little haul of what I got. I only got 5 books while we were out, but I did have a few clips of some other books I considered getting and just some ones I thought were fun, but I didn't actually want to spend any money on. So I will go ahead and show you what I got today. Okay, so the first book I picked up is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, and I thought it was a really cool edition. It's in really good shape. It does have like this little rip, but it's not bad. Back says, Jane Austen's earliest major novel, Northanger Abbey, is a work of wonderful ironic humor, a parody of the popular literature of the time, and an intriguing tale of men and women in pursuit of love, marriage, and money. The romantic folly of young Catherine Morland, who encounters the difficulties and dangers of a 6 weeks residence in Bath, leads to some of Jane Austen's most brilliant social satire. The delightful climax, a visit to ancient Northanger Abbey, the ancestral home of the novel's handsome hero, excites the irrepressible Catherine's hopes of romance amid Gothic horrors, but what awaits her there is a drama of a different kind, in this most youthfully exuberant and broadly comic of Jane Austen's works. So I had heard this was like a Gothic book, so I wanted to check it out, and I'm pretty sure Jane Austen's only Gothic book. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. It was $2.50. And then I got The Talented Mr. Ripley by Patricia Highsmith. I thought it was a cool edition, honestly, and in good condition. I read this book in college I actually took a class on only Patricia Highsmith. I thought it was really good. I liked it. You probably know about this book, but if you don't, I'll read the back. In a chilling literary hall of mirrors, Patricia Highsmith introduces Tom Ripley. Like a latter-day Henry James hero, he is sent to Italy with the commission to coax Dixie Greenleaf back to his wealthy father, but Ripley finds himself very fond of this prodigal young American. He wants to be like him, exactly like him. Suave, agreeable, and utterly amoral, Ripley stops at nothing, certainly not only one murder, to accomplish his goal. If you've seen the movie, it stars Matt Damon, Jude Law, and Gwyneth Paltrow, and also, what's his name? Oh, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And that's all I can think of that I know from that movie. But it's a really good movie. This book is really good. So I wanted an edition to have. I don't have one. I think I read it on the Kindle when I was in college, but I'm happy to have this edition now on my shelf. I have the sequel to it. I forget what it's Ripley something, but I haven't read that yet. I got this one for $4.99. Good deal. And then I got A Man Called Ove. This is a book I wanted for quite a while, but I haven't found it. A used copy of it, and this one is in like perfect condition. So I was really happy to find this. And I know this is also a very well-known story, but just in case you don't know. At first sight, Ove is almost certainly the grumpiest man you will ever meet. A curmudgeon with staunch principles, strict routines, and a short fuse. People think him bitter, and he thinks himself surrounded by idiots. Ove's well-ordered, solitary world gets a shake-up one November morning with the appearance of new neighbors, a chatty young couple and their 2 boisterous daughters, who announce their arrival by accidentally flattening Ove's mailbox with their U-Haul. What follows is a... So I can see Milo maybe. What follows is a heartwarming tale of unkempt cats, one right here, unlikely friendships, and a community's unexpected resentment of the one person they thought they had all figured out. a word-of-mouth bestseller that has caused a sensation across Europe. Frederick Bachman's irresistible novel about the angry old man next door is an uplifting exploration of the unreliability of first impressions and a gentle reminder that life is sweeter when it is shared with other people. So I've just heard a lot of good things about this one, so I've been wanting it for a while. Happy to have it. So the next book I got is Velvet Was the Night by Silvia Moreno Garcia. So I'm a pretty big Silvia Moreno Garcia fan. I've read Mexican Gothic, The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, and I think another one. Okay, so I've read Mexican Gothic and The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, but I've started listening to the audiobook for Silver Nitrate. I haven't finished it. I checked it out on Libby and it got returned. But I definitely want to keep listening to it, or if I find it somewhere, I definitely want to read that book. It was really good so far. I got this hardback for $4, so that's a great deal. It does have like a little bit of wear and tear, but it's not bad, really. So this one, 1970s Mexico City. Maite is a secretary who lives for one thing, the latest issue of Secret Romance. While student protest and political unrest consume the city, Maite escapes into stories of passion and danger. Her next-door neighbor, Leonora, a beautiful art student, seems to live a life of intrigue and romance that Maite envies. When Leonora disappears under suspicious circumstances, Maite finds herself searching for the missing woman and journeying deeper into Leonora's secret life of student radicals and dissidents. Meanwhile, someone else is also looking for Leonora at the behest of his boss, a shadowy figure who commands goon squads dedicated to squashing political activists. Elvis is an eccentric criminal who longs to escape his own life. He loathes violence and loves old movies and rock and roll. But as Elvis searches for the missing woman, he watches Maite from a distance and regards her as a kindred spirit who shares his love of music and the unspoken loneliness of his heart. Now, as Maite and Elvis come closer to discovering the truth behind Leonora's disappearance, they can no longer escape the danger that threatens to consume their lives, with hitmen, government agents, and Russian spies all aiming to protect Leonora's secrets at gunpoint. So this one sounds fun, and I really like her writing. I think she has a really beautiful way of writing, so I do look forward to reading this. And the last book I got is I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me by Jameson Shea. I've always been intrigued by this cover, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. I think this was the most expensive book I got today. It was $8, but it's in pretty much perfect condition, so it's definitely worth it. Laure has always danced in the cutthroat world of ballet at a disadvantage. Tired of being overlooked, she ventures deep into the Paris catacombs, where she finds a pulsing blood river that offers her everything she's dreamed of and worked toward, power and awe. With it, she takes her place above her peers, but soon she cannot distinguish her own lust for more with the primordial presence in her veins. Laure quickly learns she's not the only monster around, and her vicious desires put a target on her back. As she descends into godhood and the mystifying underworld below, she is faced with the ultimate choice: continue to break herself for a world that doesn't love her back, or succumb to the darkness that wants her exactly as she is, monstrous heart and all. That is, if the god killer doesn't catch her first. So I think this sounds really good. I recently got into ballet, watching videos online from the Master Ballet Academy, and Eva Nyes, I think is her name. So I definitely was interested in it when I saw ballet was a part of this book. So yeah, this is my little haul from today. I think it's a really good haul, honestly. Let me see. That means I got all of this for $24.48 before tax. So I think that is an amazing deal for what I got. The surprising thing is that I actually got all those books at one place. We went a few more places that I didn't really find anything. I did take a couple clips of stuff I considered or stuff I just thought was like they were fun finds, but I only got books at the first place we went actually. But it was really fun, and I like finding deals on books because new books are so expensive. And I live in a pretty small area, so it's kind of hard to find a bunch of used books that I actually want to read. So I think I made out really well today. I think I'm gonna film a little bit more today. I don't know what else we're gonna do, but I think I'll just vlog a little bit of the rest of our Saturday. Fire on and off all day long. How you doing? That's you, girl. Did you have fun outside? Oh, hi, baby. How's Luna? This is probably my favorite place to read with my Luna. When she was a puppy, we would snuggle on the couch together for her to take her naps. She's still technically a puppy. She's only a little over a year old now. Right now, I've got my book I'm reading, The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. It's like a fantasy romance. It has a lot more fantasy elements than I was expecting, actually. It took me a little bit to wrap my head around like this universe, but I think I'm getting it now, and I think the author is funny and has sort of like a dry humor. So far this book is fun and funny, and it's about these two people, Heart and Mercy, that hate each other, but it's clear that they do not. So if you're not into like the enemies to lovers trope, then this one is probably not for you. But so far I think it's well done, and it's silly, and it also deals with friendship. It's Hart, he is a marshal, so he patrols the magical wilds of Tamria. So he is in charge of like finding and killing these drudges. They're like these beings that kill humans and take over their bodies. And they go, in this universe, the souls of humans are in their pancreas, right? The soul of humans the soul of humans are located in the appendix. That took way too long to find. But yeah, he's the marshal that keeps those, they're called drudges, keep them from coming into their world. They go through these portals. And Mercy is the undertaker. She works at her family's business, Birdsall and Son. And her dad recently had a heart attack and he's not doing well, so she's sort of trying to take a lot of the responsibility of the business on herself. So she's struggling, and Hart is struggling with loneliness, and so he just writes this letter to a friend, doesn't address it to anyone, and there's these magical mail carriers, Nimkillam, and they One's a rabbit, one's an owl. So they deliver, one delivers to heart, one delivers to mercy, and they just magically know who this letter should go to, and they say it's addressed from the heart. So, you know, it's like, it's a little cheesy and silly, but I think it's done well. Like when the cover said, it's a charming mixture of whimsy and macabre. So I think so far I completely agree with that. This is about how far I am into the book. I really like it so far. I think I'm gonna sit here with Luna for a little bit and read for a little while. We are finally about to watch Longlegs.
It seems I wore my long legs today. What happens if
Hey, back in my bathroom. I'm about to get ready for bed. We finished Longlegs. I liked it. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, which is a little surprising, honestly. But I did just want to hop on here and say thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun Saturday, and I hope to film more fun thrifting videos in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye.